The land of Hyrule. Is it just a continent or an entire planet? It really makes you wonder, especially in Breath of the Wild, where there is so much land and sea that is beyond Hyrule itself. So in this video, we're going to attempt to leave Hyrule and head out to this mysterious land that is beyond it all. I'm sure a lot of players have tried to do this, and I thought it'd be pretty fun to do, showing off how the game denies you to actually attempt to leave Hyrule itself. Now here we are at one of the four corners, the northeast corner of Hyrule at the Lome Labyrinth Island, just right next to some sea, some land. We're going to attempt to try to make our way there. If I can climb it, that would be amazing, but we're not even going to get that far. Let's just go ahead and test this out. I always thought this was really interesting to do, as if you try to slowly make your way to the edge of its land, you'll have heavy winds blowing you. But obviously you can try to face that current with the wind bomb technique, which should give us a very high speed to take, and if we do so, we should pick up insane speed, and hopefully, there you go, look at what happens. Yeah, you can't go any further. Even if you aren't pushed by heavy winds, you'll just have a wall. It does look like there's heavy winds, but it's just straight up a wall denying Link's body from moving. His legs are desperate to reach the other side, but he can't. Yeah, I always found this really interesting. And actually, interestingly enough, you can attempt to walk your way to this forbidden land by making your way through this area here. It's very weird how the invisible wall works, but currently I'm trying to glide my way over here and see if I can grab onto something before I fall into the water, and it may let me. Actually, no, it won't. Okay, so it's denying me right now. I'm gonna keep trying to make my way around, and nah, it won't even let me reach here to regain my stamina. So let's go ahead and drown at the edge of Hyrule and try a different tactic. Okay, our next tactic here is, instead of just trying to glide into this forbidden land, we're actually gonna take the pathway here that will lead to pillars and see how far we can make it, as yeah, most of Hyrule is just kind of blocked off by either water or just heavy winds, but this area here will actually allow the player to walk through up until they won't let you go any further. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to show off. Let's go ahead and pull out our Master Cycle 0 for some speed and just head straight down and test this out. I wonder if this is dangerous to do. Whoa, okay, we made it. That didn't look right, but at least we made it in one piece. But okay, so yeah, if you just try to casually cruise your way to this forbidden land, or whatever you want to call it, it will make it to a point where just an invisible wall appears in front of you, and then you can't go any further. Not as convincing as like a heavy wind denying, you know, the player to go any further, but yeah. I always found this interesting. This is one of the first areas I tried to explore when reaching here way back when the game first came out, as I was really curious how far you could go, as it just was so surreal to have a world this big that you can explore throughout. But yeah, even if there isn't a gap that will, you know, suck you in, or heavy winds, you just have an invisible wall regardless that just denies you. Like, I'm trying my best to move forward, but no, it's just not letting me move whatsoever. So, okay, that does it for the northeastern corner of Hyrule. Let's go ahead and try it out in the southwestern corner, as this is completely different when trying to leave Hyrule, as you're trying to leave into the desert that is no longer Gerudo Desert. So unlike most of Hyrule, which is surrounded by either water or a endless pit that has these, you know, giant cliffs, this is just straight up sand. So it's really interesting to see when you reach its very end. So we're going to go ahead and do just that by making our way to the closest shrine to the corner of Hyrule and see what awaits. Alright, sadly there are no mounts outside of seals, which we don't have any near us, I don't believe. I wish there were a couple that we could use, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and just put on our sand boots so we can at least walk faster within the sand, and hopefully it doesn't get too hot. If so, well, we have the clothes for the situation. But let's just go ahead and start making our way there immediately. At least I can sand surf without, you know, ruining my shield, and I should be able to move a bit faster than, you know, actually surfing on the ground. Sorta. It is hurting me though, but it's fine. Okay, there you go. Immediately we have reached the edge, and it just gets very foggy, and then boom, you just can't go any further. I like how you can still see the light from the Divine Beast. But yeah, just like that. This wasn't really as exciting because it's just immediately a wall, but that's it for our journey within the desert. It just kind of ends off. I wonder what's supposed to be beyond here, or what Nintendo really wanted to establish beyond Hyrule. Like, is there more land, or is this really all there is on this planet? You know, it's never been really looked into beyond Hyrule, but hopefully we do see more within Breath of the Wild 2, or anything that follows Breath of the Wild's Hyrule, as Hyrule has never been this well established. But okay, let's go ahead and move on to another area, and that is here. There's a giant cliff. Unlike it being necessarily water or an endless pit or the, you know, sand, it's just straight up a cliff you can climb until you can no longer climb it. So I'm going to go ahead and show that off by making my way here, and we're going to attempt to do exactly that. Now, just like before with switching from my normal boots to my sand boots, I'm going to do the same with the snow boots, and since it's real cold, I just might as well play it safe and put on an outfit for that scenario. So there we go, we are set, looking all festive with our red outfit. Let's just go ahead and make our way south and try to do this. Yeah, I find this area really cool. Obviously this is like what connects the Faron region with the Gerudo region, and it's interesting that it is very snowy and cold, and yeah, it's so close to the desert. But I always like this area. It's not anything like Hebra. It's kind of like this mix of wasted desert with, you know, the cold, just high up in the mountains to be exact. But okay, so here we are, and it doesn't even look like there's snow underneath us. I don't know why. Is there snow here? I felt like there would have been, but okay, no, we're already off of it since we're off the mountain, so I don't even need to be this well dressed, it seems. But okay, let's just go ahead and attempt to make our way above this cliff here. It's really weird how it works, because as you can see, I'm already slowing down way too much, and then I can't even reach the mountain itself to climb, so we're just gonna try to drop down, and it's still denying us, which is really weird. And then when I try to climb, boom, you just can't go further. It's super weird how that works. But yeah, these invisible walls really take away the immersion, especially when it's like this. Like I said, the first one we did where it's a heavy wind made sense, but this is just like, what? I can't actually climb it just because I'm at the edge here. It just denies me. It's very, very interesting. Now I feel like the last corner we should do, even though we've only done 2, is, no, you know what, let's do all 3. Let's go ahead and go here and then try the giant gap of, you know, nothingness, and try to fly above it. And then we'll try the water and pull a Wind Waker and just try to sail our way across into a new land or something. So let me start off with this shrine. It's at the perfect spot in the northwest corner of Hyrule, and we're gonna go ahead and attempt to do what we cannot do. I know this is pointless, but I just find this really interesting and always want to make a video on it. I guess it's a good area to head to next, as I am still dressed for the occasion. But okay, you know what? I want to send the snowball flying into the next dimension. So let's see if you can reach what's beyond Hyrule. Maybe you can do it, because I can't. So okay, let's see what happens. It just falls, I think. I don't think anything even stopped it. It just fell. Okay, let's try it for ourselves now. Gather some, you know, air with Rivali's Gale. This is a bit foggy, but go ahead and do this, that. Hope it's aligned perfectly, and then boom! Alright, we got the speed. Can't really tell. It looks so weird. It's just all foggy. And there you go. Once again, it's Link's feet. His legs entirely are just kind of denying him to go any further. Oh, we're still going, actually. Wait, what? At one point, it didn't let us go any further. Now it is. Maybe because we're just going to fall below, and that's fine. Let's see. Where are we on the map? Oh, we're pretty far in. Okay. No, okay. It eventually stops, sadly. But in concept, it's pretty cool. Wow, we actually made it really far away from the shrine. It's insane how fast the wind bomb speed is. But yeah, no matter what, you can't even attempt to touch the rocks on the other side to try to climb it. Because imagine if you had enough stamina, which you could with food. But nope, sadly you can't. I like how you can see this weird blooming light through the rocks. It just looks like this heavenly land. Like this is not meant for the people of Hyrule, because it's not yet a livable place. I don't know. It just looks really cool. I really like the concept in general, but sadly, we must fall to our demise and deal with it that way. But okay, let's go ahead and now make our way to... Whoa, that was really weird. Link's legs were still shaking as if he was at the corner of Hyrule. That's interesting. But yeah, now let's go ahead and head to the final corner and attempt to just sail our way across. Now, I wonder if there is a sail over here. I guess we don't really need a sail. I can just also wind bomb my way over. It would be cooler with a raft, as there are rafts, but I don't know if there's one on Koholint, so maybe we have to just jump down and slowly do it. The question is, do I have a Deku Leaf on me? If I don't, I'd rather just use the wind bomb glitch, and I don't, so yeah, we're gonna have to do it the way we've been doing it up until now, and that is use intense speed. So let's go ahead and make our way to Eventide Island and test this out one last time. Alright, and look at how beautiful the lighting is here. Like, it's insane. We were in the mountains of Hebra, and you couldn't see any sun. It was all cloudy and snowy, but wow, that is beautiful. This is one of my favorite areas within all of Breath of the Wild, because the Necluda region altogether has just such amazing landmarks, and it's so far away from Hyrule Castle, you can't actually see the red lines within the sky. Sadly, though, it is raining. Now, let's see. Is there a raft nearby? Oh, well, so much for saying, you know, fog. All the fog has now appeared. That's great. But okay, let's go ahead and just put on our normal tunic and attempt this one last time. Now, uh-oh. Let's hope that doesn't come to bite us later on, but okay, let's go ahead and drop it. And it is, as you can see, we might get struck by lightning, but it's fine. I'd rather do it in intense speed. Let's go! Hell yeah. All right, how long is this going to take before it doesn't allow us to go any further? There we go. Took us a couple seconds, and boom. Link's legs are just flailing back and forth once again. I like how you can see islands. Oh, and you can see a rainbow. Wow, it got so beautiful here at the edge. It's just sad that you can't do anything else now. I still find it really cool that Nintendo made a world this big and gives you the idea that, oh, there is more, but sadly there really isn't. And again, I really wonder if Nintendo will ever establish more on the planet of Hyrule, and if there's really more to Hyrule, other kingdoms outside of it that isn't just Hyrule itself. Because throughout the lore and throughout, you know, its history, they never really mentioned anything beforehand, and the gods only created Hyrule and protect only Hyrule, so pretty much whatever we see beyond here shouldn't be anything, though you can see land of some sorts, and obviously way north you can see those cliffs, but sadly it doesn't matter. It's not like we can swim any further, it's not like we could do anything, so I would absolutely love some expansion beyond this that shows us more within Breath of the Wild's Hyrule. But yeah, I guess that about does it. This video has been absolutely pointless, but I always wanted to just do this for fun, and I never found a video I could just fit it in, so I'm just like, screw it, let me just do it in a video that it just focuses on exactly that. It may be meaningless, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have tried this out yourselves, but I don't know, it was cool to try out. It shows how useful the wind bomb glitch is, even though it can't actually get you to this forbidden land. At least it gives you enough speed to quickly see what's at the very end, so I really like that. But obviously you can just kind of glide slowly and still reach this point of no return. which sadly sucks, but okay. I guess I'm gonna let Link slowly drown as I remain here at the edge of Hyrule trying to leave. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been ZeldaMaster. Let me know if there's any other random Breath of the Wild style video you want me to do. As this game, like I said, is the perfect sandbox to just do random stuff in, so I want to do more of these. So please, let me know in the comments below, and expect a lot more videos, not as silly as this one, in the future. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.